I just got a new microphone, so I thought I'd test it out by just diving into making a whitelist airdrop. So making the whitelist part of a CandyMachine thing. Let's see how that goes. I researched a little bit of how the whitelist would work. I did a test run of distributing whitelist tokens, but I only did it with creating a token as in just like any regular token, like a fungible token, instead of an actual NFT that would show up in your Phantom wallet as an NFT, so that the NFT would be the whitelist token. I just created the other way, that just a random token, and it would show up. It actually shows up. Let me show you right here how it shows up. So this is how it would show up, and that's not good, right? This is not what we want when we're distributing whitelist tokens. This is not what we want. This is gonna leave a trace in the user's wallet. This is not nice. What I want is I want an NFT right here to be the whitelist token, and that for it to be burned. Let me just check that everything is working correctly. Actually, let me pause this. Oh shit! Oh, this is how I pause. Working. I already created here a Visual Studio Code project, just real quick. So let's see, how are we gonna start? I noted from before that that here in whitelist, let me just copy this over. So airdrop whitelist token. Let me just copy this over, show you how it is. Let me make this bigger. I gotta pay attention not to show anything that could be personal information on this screen. I gotta get used to this, like, making videos and stuff. So just forgive me if sometimes I'm be slow or be looking at the other screen or whatever. All right. So how did I do this? This is what I was saying in the beginning, is that how did I do this previous one? In the previous case, this is what I did, right? So I created a token just through the Solana CLI with 0 decimals. So that was the token that we were seeing here. That showed up in the wallet like this, and this is not good. This is not what we want, right? So, and then created an account to store the token in, and then I minted 100 tokens into that account, right? You can check the supply. Like, let me actually show you this. Let me see. So I already used this a couple times, so there's might be 90. So I already used 10 of this. I can literally mint a shit ton more. I can mint 100 more if I want here. SPL token mint. So like this is the tokens account, and this is the token that we create here. It gives you a public key, and then this is the token account this is the empty account that you're gonna mint a token into, right? And this is gonna be associated with your main account. Fuck, this account topic is so difficult to understand and explain in Solana. I heard that it's easier if you just call them buffers, which makes sense, but still not really. But like, yeah, account. If it gets confusing, you're not the only one. I'm still confused sometimes to be able to explain it well. So yeah, so I'm just gonna mint 100 of this more into my token account. And then if we check again how much we have, we're gonna have 190 right here. Yeah, right. So as you could see, there was nothing. How many of these did I have? Unknown token. I had 4 of these unknown tokens. So what I can just do is I can just transfer here. I can just transfer here. So I'm gonna transfer this token, 5 of them, to my dev wallet right here. So I had 4 before. Now I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to come here, and we already see that there's 9 of that. So that's how that works. But this is not nice, because it's going to leave a trace. Even if you empty all of it, it's still going to leave a trace. It's going to show up as 0, so that you have 0 of this unknown token, which is weird, but it is what it is. But we don't want that, right? What we want is an NFT that will disappear when you burn it with the whitelist, when you're actually doing your production mint. That's what you need the whitelist token for. You don't want it to be lingering around. So all right, so that's one way, which is not a good way, or at least I haven't figured out how to create an NFT through the CLI. Has Metaboss has some tool that could be used to create an NFT with a proper JSON metadata, and then that would probably show up in Phantom as an actual NFT, because at the end of the day, it's just like if it has that metadata that is corresponding to the Metaplex metadata token metadata standard, then I guess that it's gonna show up as an NFT in Phantom, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go out here and go to Candy and go to Gumdrop. This is one way to do airdrops. I'm not sure about other ways. I'm literally just checking this out and making a video on it. So also my first time. I read through the documentation a little bit. But so there's multiple ways how I already submitted a PR for this, by the way. This should be on the top. Whoever's doing the Metaplex docs PRs, please approve my PR. So yeah, there's a couple. There's 3 drop types. So there's a token airdrop, NFT CandyMachine presale, and then edition prints. Now, with the NFT CandyMachine presale, what you can do is you literally create a CandyMachine, like a full-fledged CandyMachine, and you transfer the ownership to, here it is, NFT CandyMachine presale, and you transfer the ownership of the CandyMachine to the Gumdrop program, I guess. And then the Gumdrop program is able to send out your whitelist tokens, as if they would be a mint. So you basically create the whole collection with CandyMachine, then transfer the ownership of that CandyMachine to Gumdrop, and then Gumdrop does the distribution of the whitelist tokens. This is one way. It seems it's pretty straightforward. I guess this is the easiest. That is great that this is available. The problem with this is that you're going to be paying a shit ton of coins to deploy a CandyMachine once, and you might not want to be deploying another CandyMachine just for your whitelist, because that's also going to cost the exact same amount of money depending on how many whitelist tokens you're going to have. So like if we go to a Feacock, that live Feacock, yeah, if you're going to be distributing 2,000 or let's say 2,000 whitelist tokens, then that's going to cost you a pretty 3.35 Sol. It's not the worst, and if you have like just a random low quality image, then your Airdrop fees are going to be also like just a couple dollars on top of this. But this is still like, it's something. It's something. When you're bootstrapping your own project, you don't want to be giving out $330 just for the whitelist extra. If you can make it cheaper, if you can make it, hack the shit out of it. So, but there might be a chance that I'm going to go with this in this video to test out how that would work, because this is the most straightforward, it seems like. Because the other way would be edition prints. And the problem in this is that I've been just looking around a little bit and I can't really figure out how to create an edition just like straight up. I know you can create editions on Holoplex. So like if I go on my, let's say I go on my Holoplex, I'm just going to show this to you like that. And I'm going to go to my main wallet here that I already have the Holoplex created with. Yep. And then I'm click connect wallet. Okay, yeah, sure. I'm going to switch to DevNet. I'm going to do a refresh on this. And there should be a couple funky listings here, if I'm not mistaken. There it is. Yeah. Holoplex, so pretty slow, but that's okay. Yeah, right. There we go. So like now I'm on DevNet just to make sure. I'm on DevNet within my wallet as well. Okay, beautiful. So what I'm gonna do with this is one way that I know you can create additions. The problem is, all right, let me just show how it is. Let me just check out how this would work. I would go to owned creators, sell NFT. Man, this is still very confusing, by the way. Holoplex team. This is very confusing how this works. How I can create an NFT. Limited edition copies of a single master NFT. So instant sale, Mango master, a single master NFT. This is not what we want. Sell an existing item in your NFT collection, including master NFT. Sell a limited copy or copies of a single master NFT. So I'm guessing this is what we want. Okay, select NFT. I don't have any NFTs created. Okay, so then I gotta create an NFT first. And also this, please, like this button should be up here. This button should be up here, please. Thank you. Mint NFTs. I'm not throwing shade. I highly appreciate Holoplex existing, and I am aware that they're the best platform right now to mint your own NFTs, host your storefronts as an artist. This is just constructive feedback. I love you, Holoplex. You're doing an amazing job, and we appreciate you all. So I'm gonna create an NFT. Let me just create an NFT of this. Do these look right? Yeah, that looks right about right. Okay, you updated already this page. Okay, great. I'm in a bad mood today, so just sorry about that. Name, whitelist, YouTube whitelist token. Description: this is a whitelist token. Collection name: YouTube whitelist. Collection family: nope. And then we're gonna do type whitelist as attribute. Okay, looks good to me. Future sales will you receive 10%. We're just gonna make this 100% so that nobody has the thought of like, hey, we're gonna, oh, that's actually a really good idea. If you make 100% on the royalties of your whitelist tokens, then that's gonna discourage people selling your whitelist tokens because they can't. Because if they do, they're not gonna receive anything. Oh, that's actually a really good idea. I'm gonna write that down. I am going to write that down. Whitelist. Make royalties on whitelist token 100% in order to discourage whitelist token sales. There we go. That's actually genius. All right. So 101 limited edition, unlimited, as many NFTs as you want. I guess I'm gonna go with a limited edition. So we're gonna create 100 of these. This is gonna be 100 limited editions of this one master. Let's see how this goes. Does this look right? Whitelist token, whitelist token. All right, this is actually a very much improved and simplified interface for minting your tokens. This is great, Holoplex. Wow. A lot easier than before. A lot more seamless as well. All right, estimated network fee, 0.01. It's gonna cost me $1. Okay. Approving transaction. All right, let's go back to the Gumdrop docs. So this is one. Okay, you got CandyMachine, you got the edition prints, and then there's this other type, which is a token airdrop. All a token airdrop requires is approval to move the relevant tokens from the Gumdrop creator's token account. The Gumdrop state will be approved as a delegate for the sum of tokens specified. Okay, I'm guessing this is it. Oh, did I just miss that window? There it is. Okay, we are on, that looks good to me. Okay. So I'm guessing that this would end up the same as my other one here that I was showing, that it shows up as a token in your wallet and the users got to clean it by themselves. Okay. I have minted one NFT. All right, go to my owned NFTs. Unverified. Wonder what that means. Oh, I'm guessing. Oh, this is the same. Oh, okay. So Holoplex has um Holoplex is already upgraded to the new metadata standard of from one contributor is verified and sellable on this platform. Great. So they already implemented the new Metaplex standard token standard 1.1. That is wonderful. How do I validate it? How do I verify it? Sorry. Mint. Number of additions to mint. No, thank you. Retry validating. Please check back in a few minutes. Okay. So a validation is really, just to give a little bit of background info what validation is it's a new thing in the new 1.1 metadata standard. And what it does is basically when you're deploying a whole suite of NFTs with CandyMachine or with other stuff as well, but I mainly understood it from the CandyMachine perspective, is that you actually, so you deploy the JSON and everything, you deploy the NFT with the metadata, and then you run this verify command that is here in CandyMachine, verify upload, so that it checks that all the metadata and everything is working correctly. And once that's done, your NFT is considered verified. This is not like somebody else is going to verify it for you. You verify it that, okay, does this conform? So you deploy, and then after that you check, okay, did this deploy well? Did everything go well? Is all the metadata there? Are all the NFTs in order? That kind of stuff. It's a great improvement. Great thing. Not deprecating. Create metadata account. Okay. I also guess that I could use the CLI to create master editions. I'm actually gonna check on that. But let me continue here with the Holoplex method of creating a master edition and creating limited editions of that, and using that as the whitelist token. Let me paste this in here and then do format document. You don't know the format of this, huh? Okay, this is a whitelist token symbol. All right. What is this? I am blabbering, trying to figure this out. It's still unverified. Okay. Owned. How do I verify it though? I clicked on verify. Why is it not verified? Okay, anyhow, I'm gonna mint number of additions to mint. I'm gonna mint 5 editions of this. It's gonna create 5 token accounts. Yeah, because this is the expensive part of the whole thing, right? Is when you're creating a CandyMachine too. Let's say you're creating 1,000 NFTs. The CandyMachine has to create 1,000 token accounts because each token account will be holding one of the NFTs, right? And so each of those accounts requires rent. And that rent depends on the size of the metadata, which is standard now, right? It depends on the size of the data that's in the account. And that is the expensive part of deploying a CandyMachine with all your NFTs, is because every single one of those NFTs is living in a separate account, and each of those accounts require rent. And this is also a thing that after you're done minting, you can come here. You can come here and you can withdraw your rent, and that will drain all of the accounts that you created for your NFTs within your CandyMachine. Because once the user buys the NFT, once they mint it, it transfers to their token, to a token account that they own, right? So now your token account is sitting there empty with no NFT in it. Sorry, I might have to sneeze just a second. No, okay, it went away. So your token account that the NFT was originally in is still in there and still has the rent. And with the withdraw of the CandyMachine, you can withdraw all that rent and break it down and delete all those associated token accounts and get the rent back, which is you should be doing it after you've minted out. It's not gonna impact your front end. Like your front end, I see that a lot of mints still have their front end up. I don't understand why, because like once you're out minting, like you can delete that shit. Just a second, there's a pigeon on my, get the fuck out. There we go. There's a pigeon on my balcony. They keep shitting on my balcony. So this is not PG-13, by the way. I'm telling you, I'm not in a good mood. But yeah, so once you drain your account, you can get a lot of that rent back. So going back to the Holoplex, my master edition, and it's still unverified. Hey, well, I'm gonna try minting 5 of these. Mint, and lo and behold, let me see, unable to fetch balance changes. Is that gonna work? Okay, beautiful. New additions have been minted. Please view your NFTs in my items. All right. So what if I come here and I do this, YouTube whitelist? I have 6 of these. So I own the master edition and I own the limited editions, the copies, the prints of it. How do I know which one is which? Because I don't want to transfer the master over, because what I was thinking is that I could use this to create the limited editions or create the master, and I could transfer the master to my wallet that I'm going to be deploying stupid pigeons that I'm going to be deploying the Gumdrop with, and that Gumdrop could mint all of the required additions, right? Because integrated edition, the proxy for the owner of the master edition, and allow minting of limited editions. So yeah, so what you need to transfer the master edition over to the account, the wallet that you're going to be minting the whitelist tokens from when you're using master editions. All right, okay. So let me go here over 1 of 5. Okay, so this is how it shows up in Holoplex. That's great. It shows up in Holoplex that this is the master edition, right? And these are the... You know what? I'm just going to ignore the pigeons. This is the master edition, and these are the limited editions. So what I'm going to do is... How can I... Man. The problem is that I don't know which one it is, and I don't know how to transfer it. I don't know which one to transfer out. Like, which one am I going to... Like, which one is the one that I need to transfer to my new wallet? We're going to figure this out. Come on. Get out of here. They keep, urinating and thinging on my balcony. It's not nice. I gotta clean that shit. Okay. I'm getting very sidetracked here. Cause I can't even, I don't want to mint it. I wanna just transfer this out. I just want to give this to somebody. I just not somebody. I want to transfer this out. Okay, I guess I arrived at a dead end here with my idea of doing this with Holoplex, or at least I'm not able to navigate how this could be done, really, because I don't want to mint editions. I want to transfer this whole thing out of this account and transfer the master edition to the account that I'm going to be using for the Gumdrop. And it doesn't say here either if it's a master edition or not a master edition. I got an idea. What if I'm going to create a new one and I'm not going to mint anything that is I'm not going to mint any what's that called? I'm not gonna mint any additions. I'm just gonna keep the. There it is. That's a beautiful picture right there. Looks good. YouTube whitelist token 2. Do as that. YouTube whitelist token 2. Type whitelist. All right, we're gonna make this 100%. Limited edition, number of editions, we're gonna make it 100. Right? Looks good to me. And we're gonna mint that. Mint 1 NFT. So again, we're creating a master edition, but this time I'm not going to create limited editions of it so that I can identify it within my wallet. And then in the meantime, I'm going to create a new keygen, a new key here that we're going to be transferring it to. So Solana keygen grind out file. Let me do YouTube.json starts with YouTube 1. I don't have out file. Oh yeah, I can't use out file with grind. Okay, cool. So I have my YouTube key here. That is good, and now you can see it. It's only a devnet, so it doesn't really matter. Solana config get. Let me see my config. All right, I am on devnet. So let me get the public key of this Solana address key, YouTube, whatever, and this is our public key here. I mean, of course, this is literally the file name, but that's all right. Let me just rename this to youtube.json, and then I'm gonna make a note here, notes.md, notes whitelist token creation, youtube.json pub key. There it is. Okay, so we have that, and then we're gonna airdrop Solana airdrop 2 to this public key. All right, let's go back, and we got our master edition, right? NFT whitelist token 2 here. Okay, so if we go, let's look at the metadata of this. I'm curious how it shows up, as I'm gonna have to format this. Bam, bam, metadata.json, and then we're gonna format this document. Okay, so how does this look like? There's no symbol. There's an image here, which is pointing to, okay, so it's pointing to using a dweb Rweave gateway, hard-coded, interesting. Collection name, attributes, creators, yeah, so this is my wallet that I created it with, and then this is the Holoplex fund, and then I get the file and then a link. Okay, oh, there it is. Max supply 100, max supply 100. So this is indicating that this is a master edition, because I do not see anywhere else where it could be inferred from that this is a master edition or a 101 edition. So I'm guessing that this is the single denominator of, okay, you can print more of this. Cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here to my wallet, and it's not showing up in my wallet. How come? How come it does not show up in my wallet? It should though, because I know that whatever I mint here show. Oh, okay. But why does it show up under the same collection when it's not the same collection. YouTube whitelist token versus not the same collection. Interesting. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna send this to this account that we just created, and this is a master edition. So we're gonna send it. Okay, send. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to import. I'm gonna import this account into. I want to import this account into my MetaMask, into my Phantom wallet, just so I have it. It's easier to use. But first, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to look at through the Solana CLI. So Solana CLI list accounts, CLI usage reference. Okay, show the content of an account. What do we have? I want to list all accounts that nonce accounts. I did this before, but I forgot what the actual command was. Cluster supply, Solana accounts. You know what? I'm just gonna look at my account on an Explorer and figure it out from there. DevNet, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna paste that in there. So we have 2Sol, and we have this whitelist token right here. Beautiful mint address, and then we have this address here. All right, so we own that max total supply of 100. Okay, so this is in our account right now. This is in our wallet. So I guess this is one way of making that happen, huh? This is one way of creating a limited edition to be used with Gumdrop. Let's see if this actually works. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back here. Shoot, I should clone the Metaplex repo in here. I have cloned the Metaplex repo so many times that I ran out of iCloud storage. Damn. Metaplex GitHub. Okay. So let me clone this. Git clone. Gonna move myself up here. There it is. And this is not a small repo either. And once you do yarn install on anything, damn, then you're ending up with lots of data. So we have here Metaplex. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cd into Metaplex. We're gonna cd into JS and LSLA, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna do TS node. How is it? TS node packages. CLI. No, Gumdrop. Okay. CLI. Not source. Gumdrop. How do we use Gumdrop? Gumdrop. Source Gumdrop CLI. TLS. Where is that? Metaplex, JS, packages, Gumdrop, source. Where is that? CLI, source, Gumdrop CLI. There it is. Okay. So packages, CLI, and then we're gonna go source, and then we're gonna go Gumdrop CLI.ts. Okay, cool. And then we're gonna have to do create, and then let's start a new line. Let me actually just make this command before executing it. That's gonna be more repeatable. Okay, so bam bam. What do we name this? take ownership of master edition. Gumdrop take ownership of master edition. Always write down the commands you're executing. Always write them down so you remember later. You can come back. It's invaluable. Look at this. I did this once. I have no clue what I did here. I have zero clue. And this is okay. This is like, we techies, we have no idea. No idea what we did the day before. Absolutely none. So what we do is we just note them down. This is why I love code. Because code you can copy paste and you can run again. And code doesn't forget. You forget. You're human. But code doesn't. So... okay, with that rant out of the way, let's go and create this command. So TS node packages CLI, is that the right place? Yeah, packages CLI create. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna here claim integration edition and edition mint. So this is gonna be the mint address. It's gonna be the... which account do we need here? So if I go to the Explorer, this is metadata. That's my update authority. Oh, that's interesting, huh? Even though, because I created that with that account, I created the master edition with that account, it still holds update authority over that, over this NFT. Could this be exploited? Like if I say, okay, this is the update authority. If I were to go with that, with this wallet, and then would hit this to modify the metadata in this, I think I could. I'm gonna try that out next time. I'm gonna write this down. Check if update authority can change metadata after master edition has been transferred out of hold up Plex. See, this is the stuff that you got to be aware of at Solana, because this is the Solana programming model is not easy. It's not straightforward, right? It's difficult on the engineering side, so that it's so good on the UX side, because it's, let's admit it, it's 0.005 cents to do a transaction and all these stuff. But like it's more complex on the engineering side than Ethereum, for example. So we have here two mint. We have here two public keys, FKS. Yeah, okay. So this is the account. This is the mint address of all right. Okay, so we're gonna go back here to Visual Studio Code, and then we're gonna put in that edition mint claim integration edition. All right, we're gonna execute this. Can I? Let me do a help. If I can specify the key that I want. What? What is your issue? Oh, right. Right. Did I forget to, do I need to install, do I need to do a yarn install on this before using the CLI? I forgot. Let me check. Right. Yeah, I'm missing here all the... I'm missing here all the... Well, sorry about that. So I'm missing all the packages. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a new terminal window, and then I'm going to cd into Metaplex, JS packages, CLI source. Let me do an LSLA, and then no, this is not where. My question is, where do I run yarn install? So packages, do I just run it here within the JS directory? I can. This is gonna take such a long time, man. I'm just gonna copy it from from an earlier run, because I don't want to install it again. That's gonna take a very long time. Where are we? So Solana Mint Metaplex JS. Let me see if this has node modules. It has node modules. It is huge. So I'm gonna just check this out. Bam. And it's gonna take. Oh, shit. This might take a very long time because Visual Studio Code is so slow to copy. Should have just done this within the Finder. But oh well. Yo, that's gonna take an exorbitant amount of time. You know what? Okay, just transferring them. All right, looking good. Looking good so far. Still copying. All right, let me go back in the meantime to the docs to see if I missed something. Why I'm getting this error that I did not. Easy web UI. Web UI. There's a web UI for Gumdrop? What? I'll make this bigger. What? Why can't I? Oh man. Okay. Make this bigger. Okay. Creation. Creation builds a whitelist of users that can claim either existing fungible tokens or directly mint from a pre-sale CandyMachine. Yep. See a full explanation. Distribution list. Well, okay. You know what? Let me download it into my folder. Can I move this window? No. Okay, so then I'm just gonna, let me just move that file real quick. Let me open it up here. Amount, 1,500, handle, amount. Okay, this is not making it any clearer, unfortunately. Handle, all right, but at least know we have handle and amount. I'm not sure what that is, but. Okay, so create. Oh, wow. So Gumdrop has a whole front end. Let me connect my Phantom. Let me not use this wallet, actually. Let me change my wallet real quick. This is just a better dev. This is what I use for a dev wallet. Okay, so connect Phantom. Gonna change my wallet. All right. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Good thing I have sunglasses on. Claim method. Token transfer. Limited edition. Master mint. Uh-huh. 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 Okay. Okay. Check this out, right? While it's still transferring, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer Solana transfer. I'm gonna transfer this NFT over to that wallet because I gotta figure out how that works too. Solana transfer. With memo. Okay. Just looking for how do I transfer an NFT through the CLI. Does the documentation says something? All right, you know what? I feel like I'm getting sidetracked while this node modules is copying, but I just want to try that out. This video is literally just figuring out what works. I'm not expecting many views on it because I'm just recording and I'm just enjoying that I have good quality sound. You know what I mean? Like this crispy sound. All right. So so it turns out that there's a UI for it too. So now I got to figure out. Oh, there's a next step. I'm just figuring out stuff, right? It's still copying. Man, I knew that I should have copied through Finder. It's always so slow when you're copying something into Visual Studio Code. I don't know why it's not copying through the Finder API or whatever. But it's just so slow, like extremely slow. And especially when I got node modules here that I'm copying over, it's gonna be nuts. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just quit the whole thing and just copy it over from my desktop. Let me open it back up again. So Visual Studio Code. Come on. There it is. Beautiful. It even kept my state. Amazing. So Metaplex. I'm gonna delete this node modules folder because it might be corrupted. All right. And now here locally, I'm gonna Solana Mint, Metaplex, just gonna transfer this node modules folder through my Finder. Right, YouTube CM Whitelist, Metaplex, JS, and then I'm gonna do a move actually. Now let's see how long that's gonna take. That's a millions of tiny files, right? So it's probably going to take a good second. Hey Siri, sunset. Ooh. That's what's up. Still taking a long time. Man, I might have just rug pulled myself. But okay, in the meantime, let's figure out how I can transfer an NFT. How to transfer NFT through CLI Solana. What is the CLI transfer commands for NFT? Beautiful. I love you. There's a better way answered in Solana Discord. This will be better. Okay. Looks like you're looking for this. Token, SPL token transfer. Yes, that's what it is. That is what it is. Okay. Okay, all right. Right. See, this is one thing that I gotta remember is that when you're interacting with the Solana, like if I do here Solana, this is one CLI, right? This is you can't do. Now I'm understanding that you can't do anything with SPL tokens within the Solana CLI. What you got to use is the SPL token CLI, right? Yes, that's what it is. That's going to give you SPL token information. There we go. See, we learned something today. So here is the command. So SPL token transfer. Let's see how my move is going. It's not going well. Still preparing. All right. So that's what we got to do here. I'm going to open up this notes real quick. Transfer NFT through SPL token CLI. And then that's going to be, and then that's going to be bam, Bam. Just copy this too. Okay, so what I'm gonna move myself down here again. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna modify this here. So sender account address. Well, that's gonna be us youtube.json. So I'm specifying a key here. I hope I can specify a key here. No, it does not seem like I can. Let me check. SPL token transfer help. Can I specify a key? From sender token account. Default owner's associated token account. All right. I guess I'll just put in this here, like my token account. Getting kind of confused which account it wants. Address. History. It's like I own this token, right? This is my address of this key pair yt.json, and I own it here, and this is the token. And then is this the address? So was I transferring? See, I'm still confused with the accounts of like how everything is working. Very complicated, but we're gonna try that. We're gonna wing it. We are going to wing it. Sender account address, amount, recipient address. All right, we're gonna try. We are going to try, because the worst thing that can happen is we get an error. Or we completely mess it up. That's also a possibility. But hey, that's why we're on DevNet, right? That's what it's supposed to do. SPL token transfer, source account address, and then I got to do fund recipient. And why do I have to do fund recipient? I'm gonna stop for 2 seconds. Why do we got to do fund recipient? Can you? All right, I'm gonna give it to you. You got to do fund recipient because this account right here that I have here, it does not have an account to store this NFT, because you have to have, as I was saying, on Solana, for every single token that you hold, you have to have an account that holds that token, and that account is owned by your main account, right? Your main wallet in this case, right? And so if I were to transfer this NFT, which is residing within the account that residing within the YouTube account, the yt.json account, this middle layer, this middle layer is the account that holds the rent, that says, okay, this account has this much rent and I'm storing this NFT within it. And if I were to transfer that to this wallet right here, I have my main account, and I have multiple other accounts there that are holding other NFTs like these here, right? But I don't have an account that is going to be holding this NFT, the whitelist NFT that I'm going to be just transferring right now. So for me to be able to transfer that, I got to have a token account. And when I'm going to try to transfer it, if I'm going to try to transfer it without the fund recipient, is going to tell me, hey, the target account does not have an associated token account that I can put this NFT in. And since it's going to require rent, this account is not going to be paying for rent because it's just receiving. Like, it's just receiving. It can't pay for the creation of rent. That would be ridiculous, right? If I can just send you and it's going to be taking the rent money out of your account, like, that's ridiculous. So what we got to do is we got to pay the rent to the target account's associated token account, so that token account exists. And we have our node modules copied, ladies and gentlemen. And so yeah, I have to. Shit, that just interrupted me. I hope you get the gist of it though. Like, we gotta fund the token accounts. We gotta give we got to pay the token account's rent that the target is going to be in, because it's a new token. It's a new token in that account. It needs to create an associated token account. That account is going to be holding the NFT itself. And that account needs rent, and somebody's got to pay the rent. And so since I'm going to be transferring to them and they don't have it yet, I'm going to be the one that has to pay the rent. So I'm going to try this command without the funding recipient, and let's see what happens. Account could not be parsed as token account. Okay. Let's go back to the docs. The source account, SPL, token. Can I find out SPL token balance token account address? I want to get a list of all. How can I list all of the accounts that I have? Account info, list all token accounts by user. Okay, SPL token accounts. There it is. And I have 181 of this. What? Right. Because I was looking at my own. Okay, darn it. The issue is that my Solana config get is pointing to this key pair, which is not really the one that I want. So I'm going to do pwd, and I'm going to copy this out. And what I'm going to do is set Solana config set key pair, this one, and then slash youtube.json. So I'm setting the key pair to be the default key pair for the Solana CLI, to be this key pair that we have here, that we created. And if I do Solana address now, and yeah, that's the address. And then if I do Solana balance now, then I'm gonna get 2 Sol. Beautiful. And if I do SPL token accounts, then it's gonna show our token accounts, which is this one. Beautiful. So that is the token account. Okay. So then what was it not? Account could not be parsed as a token account. Pub key. What is this? But this is my token account, right? All right. So let me try now funding the recipient. Maybe that was the issue, is just giving us a random error. No. SPL token transfer, token address, token amount, recipient address, or recipient token account address, and then fund recipient. Token address. So this is not our token address? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna figure this out, but then we're going back to the original idea and not using this, not using the UI. Maybe I'll check the UI, the Gumdrop UI after that. But so what we're gonna do here, okay, so where were we? I'm gonna still figure this out, because I want to figure this out, how this works. Of like, how can I transfer an NFT through the CLI, because this is important. This is important to know. 10 fund recipient. Yeah, that's how it should be, right? That is the address of this token, and I own that token. Distribution. See, this is what I was saying, right? With the rent, is to check this out, right? So this is me right here. Come on. Come on. Why is this not disappearing? There we go. So this is me right here. this is the account that we have here, starting with YT, that has the NFT currently, and this is my previous account that I created using that I used to create through the Holoplex store. And now, see, for every single account, for every single account, you need to have this associated account that is eventually going to be holding the NFT. And so this account right here is owned by this account, right? And this account right here has rent, however much amount. It has rent. And so if I were to destroy this account, I would get that rent back. But yeah, this is just an elaboration of like, okay, this is what it looks like, to be able to do easier. So here is EKG. Maybe this is the one. This is the token account. Is that what I need to transfer? Sender account address. Okay. No. Fund recipient. What do you mean fund recipient was not? It's the same. Recipient. Oh. Misspelled. Still fall for that to this day. Let's try again. Great. That worked. All right. So it turns out sender account address, that is the sender account address when you're sending through the CLI is not the actual the mint address, not the actual NFT's address, but it's the account's address in your account that owns the NFT, that holds the NFT. Damn, bro. Address. Yeah, this is the address, and then this is owned by yeah, see, this is the new one. Yeah, we had to fund this. This is the account that we just paid the rent for with our wallet. We just paid the rent for this account. We had to pay the rent for, right? This is the one that got created. And this is the one right here that was our current one that it went out of. And okay, so this is the account that you have to specify when you're doing it through the CLI with the SPL token, transfer. FKS? What? No, it's not at the end. I was just misspelling. Let me try this one more time. Let me send it back. Because now I got confused. Okay, it's not showing up. But why Twitter? Why you not showing up, baby? How can I send it back? Right. See? Okay. Interesting. So this here, this piece, all of these were created through Holoplex. So if you create something through Holoplex, is gonna show up in Phantom as the same collection. Why? Because I don't know, I guess because of this, because it knows that Holoplex created it, because there's no other indicator of why that would be. It knows that Holoplex created it, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna transfer this back real quick to this wallet. All right, if you come back here and we're gonna do SPIA token accounts, we still have that, yeah, balance in one. Okay, so let's double check this command again, right? FKS is the mint address, right? So if I come here to Explorer, we have the token here. Close this. We have the token here. Yes, whitelist token, master edition 100. And then this is the address of it, FKS. And if you go back here, then FKS. Okay. So it is actually the token address that we need to specify here and not the account address that holds the token. Woo! All right. Let's try this one more time then. So just to make sure, we have one of that token. We're going to transfer it. And we have 0 of that token. And now we go back here to Phantom. And we have that token yet again. Good. Good. Good, 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 good. All right. Now we're going to send it back because I said that we would do it through the CLI. And then after that, let's check how the web UI would work. So I'm going to send it back here. There it is. Send. Good. Okay. We have the token. Now, let's go to Metaplex and let's see if my node modules heck worked. Yarn install. I just didn't want this to take like 2 hours and then install everything, because that would take, it just takes like 2 hours, tons and tons of storage, and I just didn't want to have, I just didn't want to do that. So I was just like, let me copy it. Please don't install everything anyhow. Seems like it's still installing everything anyhow. Well, anyhow, I guess this is my luck then. We're just gonna wait for it. Look at this metadata. So this is a master edition, right? Max supply 100. How do I know? How can I mint? I wonder how I can mint a limited edition from this through the CLI or through something. Yep. We'll need to figure that out after this. Oh, come on. All right, let me go back to here. Let's go back to our original topic, which is still Gumdrop, right? Because we've been kind of sidetracked. But that's all right. So this is what I wanted to get working, the CLI. Okay, so this is where we are. We're getting back to the node modules. We took a little bit of turnaround of how can we make the limited edition mint, the master edition mint. But we circled back eventually. We circled back eventually to the CLI, which is I'm installing all the dependencies for the CLI to work with, which I realize makes sense now because TypeScript CLIs are not packaged like if you do like a Rust CLI, like if you'd write a CLI tool in Rust, because then that would be packaged. That's a self-contained package. You don't got to worry about dependencies there. You can just run that. But with JavaScript and TypeScript, you got to install the dependencies because it's not a packaged CLI tool, which makes sense. CLI source, if we look at the Gumdrop CLI, see import star as fs from fs, whatever that means. I'm not a TypeScript guy. There's no fs. Like, how does this work? Makes sense though. Oh, look at that. Less than 2 minutes it was installed. Okay, let's try this one more time, shall we? Let's try this one more time. So we have here our notes. Edition mint is specified, so that's the token's address. Let's try this one more time, shall we? Bada bim, bada boom. All right, that's looking better. That's now it's thinking. Okay. Interesting. Let me get the help. As soon as it happens, there it is. Okay, so I do have to specify a key pair. I can specify E. Okay, all right then, and we'll do that. Key pair is gonna be. Let me specify the full path. Just because, why not? /yt.json, and then we're gonna specify the env, which is gonna be devnet, just because we can't specify it. Why shouldn't we? Okay, let me see what else is here. So we have RPC URL. Yeah, it's just gonna use the default Solana config that we have here. So if we do Solana config get, then we get the RPC URL here. So transfer mint. Okay, backend for claims. This is the interesting part, right? Claim integration method. Backend for claims, either transfer for token transfers through approved delegate. Candy for minting through a CandyMachine, or addition for minting through a master edition. Okay, that makes sense. And we're going to be using addition because that's what we have. We have a master edition with 100 max supply. Transfer mint. Transfer public key of mint. Okay. Candy config. Candy public key of the CandyMachine config. Okay, we don't need that because we're not using the CandyMachine, Candy UUID. We don't need that. Addition mint. Addition mint, this is what we're using. Distribution method, off-chain distribution of claims, either AWS email, AWS SMS, Discord, manual, or wallets. Okay, that's going to be interesting to figure out how these work, right? Right, AWS access key ID. So this is if you're using the AWS distribution method, which I will probably try in this video because I'm already in there. Why not try, right? AWS secret access key. Yeah, the Discord bot token. This would be when you're distributing through Discord, so that each of your users who sign up for the whitelist, they would get a DM with the link, because the way the Gumdrop works, as far as I understand, is that you get a one use link, and that through that link you can claim your whitelist token, which makes sense. And then one-time password authentication, enable for AWS OTP endpoint, or disable to skip OTP. We're gonna disable this for the time being because that's like a list of users to build Gumdrop from. Distribute list with off-chain method only assumes a validator and users already exist. Website to claim Gumdrop. Okay. So this is very, very, very configurable. We could do like get email addresses, create the Gumdrop, and then send email to every single one of those users that, hey, here's your Gumdrop link with that unique link, and then they could just mint it. Or you could do the Discord way of distribution, and you can also just collect the wallet addresses, and then you can put that. Wow, okay, I just got confused, so I'm gonna stop right there. But yeah, this is very configurable. Gumdrop is very configurable. Let's see. Okay, we're just gonna YOLO it. Is that all right? TS node packages CLI, source Gumdrop CLI. Let's see, let's create, specifying a key pair, specifying the network, claim integration, addition mint, and then we're specifying the addition, the mint, the address of the token, which we hold currently in our wallet, as you could see before from SPL token accounts. What do you mean key pair not provided? I literally provided here the key pair. Okay. RTFM, no? Okay, how about this? We're gonna create a new key pair for Gumdrop because I'm guessing that this is the issue: is that we own that NFT, but I'm not. What? Command not found. Okay. All right, then I'm just gonna specify it with dash dash key pair. Key pair, and then we're gonna do dash dash env. What? I literally specified it, bro. The first thing I specify is key pair. Somebody's watching this video maybe already knows what I'm doing wrong. It would be so great if I could just like reach in and transfer that knowledge so I would already know what to do here. You know what I mean? Ha ha ha. Okay. No such file or directory. But I do have that, right? yt.json. Like this is a file. Like this file works, right? If I do ls this, it's there. If I do a cat, it's there. So what's the issue? Oh, sorry. And it went away. This sneeze is just coming and going. Okay, so it was a command line issue. I'm not sure when I was creating this command, I guess that it does not like how I broke the lines. There was too much space after it. I guess that was the issue here. Okay, so distribution method must be either AWS email, AWS SMS, Discord, manual, or wallets. So now, if we do here, closing the Gumdrop, we'll reclaim the master edition. Okay. Distribution method for Discord. Alternatively, creators can also choose to build the Gumdrop from public keys, which allows the owner of said public key to claim the Gumdrop. In this case, the full list of URLs is expected to be uploaded by the creators somewhere. Okay, so how do we do... I'm going to just do this, distribution method wallets. I'm going to just add it right here. Go back. Edition number. Well, let's see what this does. Let's see if I specify this wallet's distribution method. What's gonna happen? Okay, we got an error. Instance or buffered URL. Give me a second. All right. So Gumdrop CLI TS 147 could not read distribution list. What's it trying to do? Revising open that distribution list. Options, login full parsed options. Dot option. Could not read distribution list. Okay, yeah. So because I didn't create a distribution list, but how do I specify? How do I specify a distribution list in the first place? Is this what the distribution list? This is the specification of the distribution list, right? So handle, and then amount. Handle. Let's see. Oh, you can create a master edition on NFT Armory. Great. This is a nice UI. Cool. Okay, this is cool. You can. This is good. This is good to remember. Instead of going through all the Holoplex stuff, this is actually made just to mint an NFT. I'm gonna write that down. Create NFT. Can create through Holoplex and transfer from Phantom Wallet, or create through NFT Armory. Cool. Okay. Here, first you need to understand. Let me make this bigger. First, you need to understand that the users will receive a personal URL that they will need to use to claim the Gumdrop. You can send out your whitelist access through email, SMS, or Discord. Yes, if you choose wallets as distribution methods, you will have to inform your users manually, but their wallet will be verified on Mint. Makes sense. You can also add wallets or even a manual identifier, but in that case, you need to distribute the links to claim the token drop yourself. That would be okay. Right? That would be okay, I guess. Or no? Validation of the minting wallet. Yeah. Handle. Amount is the number of tokens mints the user can get. 1. Addition is the number of the additions for the user. Not. Okay, you can get, so this should be 1, 1, right? Amount is the number of tokens mints the user can get, 1. Addition is the number of addition for the user, 1. Create the Gumdrop. Distribution list, path to your distribution list JSON. Okay, so we do have to specify the distribution list. All right. Distribution list. Let's add this to our distribution method wallets. Distribution list dist list.json, and I'm going to create here a new file way out here called dist list.json. I'm going to do this here. Let's go back there. Okay. All right. Looking sweet. My question is, how do I put into this JSON specification? Where do I put in the address? Where do I put in the wallet address? So if I wanna do like, okay, this wallet should be one that is able to get the Gumdrop, right? Where do I specify that? Because this here distribution method specific handle, it manual URL distribution, no validation of minting user. Wallets here. Validation of the minting wallet. Interesting. But like, is that where I put the handle? Well, gee. let's try. Always say, if you don't know, just try. That is something that is not valid JSON. What? That is not valid JSON. Or is it? Is it complaining because of this? I've never seen putting brackets around a JSON object like that. 1. 1. No. 2. 1. Yeah, that doesn't seem right. Let's format this document. Okay. So then now here I'm gonna add my wallet address from here. Okay. And then let's do the same thing for this wallet address, just to make sure. This is the creator. This is the Solana CLI config wallet that we have here. Damn. All right. Let's try that one more time, shall we? Now that we have the this list, I gotta // this list.json. Let me actually specify the full path just to be on the safe side, so we're repeatable. We're not dependent on where we are right now, and we're just overall happy that we can trust the command that we're executing. It's a different error. We're moving forward. When you get a different error, that's always good. Okay. Claimant 1. All right, these error messages are getting more and more difficult to decipher. Claimant 1 and 0 are both assigned to edition 1. What? Okay, let me try with a fresh wallet that never interacted with this NFT. I have this. Luckily, I have another wallet here. Copy the address. Let me just do this list.json. Let's try the same thing again. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? It worked. We have a Gumdrop with a master edition print. With a master edition. We have a Gumdrop with a list, although a short list, of wallets that can retrieve this whitelist token through Gumdrop. This is great. It only took us an hour and 27 minutes to figure this out. Good. That is good progress right there. I am very happy right now. Gumdrop creation succeeded. Let's look at the transaction just so we understand what's going on. Okay, let's make this smaller. So we were the fee payer. Yes, this was the account that deployed the Gumdrop. Signer this 420. I'm not sure what this account is. What is this involved? With 0 Sol. Interesting. Not sure what this account is, but I'm guessing it's some kind of inner workings of the Gumdrop. Then we created this account and this account. We added rent. So this is rent. This is like you're just creating this account. You're putting data in it, and based on the amount of data, you gotta pay rent for it, right? So these are some kind of associated accounts, the Gumdrop inner workings. I'm not exactly sure how that works. But yeah, okay. So we have oh, look at that. So we moved out of we moved the master edition from my token account into the Gumdrop's token account, right? Here it is. Yeah. The master edition was owned by me, this YT account, and this is the mint, the actual NFT. And then it was moved from my token account to the Gumdrop's token account. And this is the 7GP. This is what I was talking about. And this is the associated token account for this NFT of the Gumdrop account. Good. Okay. So we created this account, new address. Alrighty. Let me see what's in there. I think it might just be the actual this might be the actual Gumdrop program. I wish I could retrieve some. Oh no, it owns the whitelist token. Okay. And this is the master edition. So why is this owning the master edition and not the other one? I thought it was the 7GP that owned the token, but apparently it's the other one. Yeah, okay, no. So this 7GP is, this account holds the data, the code for the Gumdrop program, and this is the one that actually holds our master edition. Correct? Absolutely correct. Okay. Good. So now what we ended up with is we have a Gumdrop deployed that is owned. We have the authority with our key pair that is here. This one. I have this wallet account has the authority over the Gumdrop program that we just deployed, right? Now the Gumdrop program owns the master edition for this print, the master edition for the whitelist, right? And we specified, we deployed that here is the accounts. This is the accounts list that can mint for this whitelist, right? Distribution claim URLs. It did not put anything because we specified the wallet manual distribution, writing responses. Let's open this up. Wow, that's an empty file. Okay. Writing base. Let's open this up. Okay, not sure what that is. Handle, amount. Let's get on that IO, Metablanks game, distributor, central, AMP. Hey, would you look at that? So what it does, okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. Let me format this. Let me open this link. Wow. Would you look at that? Okay. So here it gives the claims that this is where it puts out like, okay, here's going to be all your links. And what this link is here in this JSON file that I just opened up in the log is it's pointing to the central Gumdrop website's UI, and it pre-populates the fields so that you can claim your whitelist token already through this Gumdrop. So this UI is basically pointing, this distributor is the as we've seen before, this 2Q account is the account that Gumdrop owns, that my Gumdrop owns, that has the master edition within it. And then the master mint, this is the master edition that we're talking about, edition 1. I'm guessing I'm going to be minting 1. And it's good that I can't modify any of these. So if you distribute this link with whatever method to your users, they can't modify this. I guess. I'm not sure how secure front end is, but you know, they can always just put in 2 here because this is really just a link. But yeah, and then handle, it already has my thing pre-populated. Index 0, I'm guessing because I will be printing the very first one. So edit claim, stop editing, I have to connect my wallet. So I'm gonna be connecting this wallet, this one, because I already switched over to it before. Would you look at that? I connected that, and then we have here claim Gumdrop. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna connect with another wallet. I'm gonna switch to this other wallet so that I can test that it does not work. Because that's also very important to test. But shit doesn't work. What's it saying? Wallet update. It's a very important thing to test. Does it work? Can you hack it? Is it actually doing its job of protecting, of not giving anybody the whitelist? Very important thing to test. It's actually the things you should test first. Is like, hey, does it work? Does it work? Does it work? Does it work? And if it doesn't work, but shouldn't work, then you're good to test. Does it work when it should work? You know, because that's the thing. Like, if it works, but you don't know why, and it doesn't work, you don't know why. Like, it's better to know. It's better to not know why it doesn't work than it is to not know why it does work. You catch my breeze? So we are logged in. We are using this 9V account. Let me disconnect again and connect again because I forgot if I already reconnected it. Good. And then handle, and then I'm going to do edit claim. I'm going to claim the Gumdrop here. Invalid claimant wallet at claimant wallet handle does not match connected wallet. Good. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to just edit this, right? I'm going to do this, stop editing, claim Gumdrop. Gumdrop Merkle proof does not match. All right. So this is good news. This is good news. Is because this handle here was not in our distribution list, right? So it's not in here. The handle, the public key of this wallet is not in the allowed distribution list. So that's good news. All right. Let me test if it does work with a right one. So I'm going to be switching back to this wallet. I'm going to be doing connect with Phantom. I have connected. I'm still going to leave this here because I don't want it to. Okay, that's good. Does not match. And I'm going to be doing this. Replace it. Stop editing. And I'm actually going to do addition. I want 10 of these because I'm a bad guy. Hacker man. Gumdrop Merkle proof does not match. All right, that's also good news. If I do 1, and what if I do the index 1? Gumdrop Merkle proof does not match. So it seems that no matter what I specify here, what I change, it does not work. So now it's the actual thing. Claim Gumdrop. And it beautifully works. And I will have to pay the rent fee for my associated token account. If that's what it's called, I might be mixing up actually the naming scheme. But associated token account is what I've been talking about. It's like the account that holds the NFT within your account. Yeah, I know. Approve. Okay. Claim succeeded 1 of 2. What? Let's look at the transaction on Explorer. Okay. And we have our whitelist NFT token. Would you look at that? Ooh, that's good news right here. This is what we wanted, right? This is what we wanted. Oh, easy there, cowboy. Wow. Good job. Good job. All right. Okay. So, but there was another thing here that it was showing me. Let me give myself some light here. Does that help a little? Yeah, that helps. That helps a ton. Okay. So, let me go back here. All right, let me try to mint it again. This edition was already claimed. Okay. So it actually specifies, it seems that it's specifying through the use of this, it's specifying, all right, this is going to be at index 0, the next one is going to be at index 1, the next one is going to be at index 2. So then this is what the Merkle tree, I do not know how Merkle trees work in depth, but I know that this is what they build it off of. And then if it doesn't match, it doesn't match, Even just the slightest change is not going to match the hash of the hashes within the Merkle tree. And I'm dropping buzzwords like a good old CTO that has no idea what he's talking about. All right, that's shade. Come on, I'm going to take that back. It's the sunglasses, Okay. Um, we have we have a whitelist token. We have a whitelist token in our account that we created, and we airdropped through Gumdrop. We distributed through Gumdrop, just a very manual way for now because I didn't want to set up the whole AWS shebang with the email sending, and I just haven't figured out that part yet. But we do have the Gumdrop. We have the whitelist token, right? So what I want to do as an end to this, because it's already going on for an hour and 40, is that I want to use this whitelist token to be able to mint something, to limit to this whitelist token, because this is different from my SPL token that I created because I had a clear clear idea of this was my whitelist token, right? But in this case, I want to find out what's going to be the actual address that I need to use in the CandyMachine configuration within the whitelist, right? Right. So how do we do that? Now, distributor, this 2QG. Let's go back to the documentation. What are we looking for? Okay, hold on a sec. What are we looking for? We are looking for something that will be plugged in a certain place. Let me open that up, actually. And this is let me move this over. Let me just make this like that so I can always come back to it, but the window doesn't get lost. So here it has been deployed, right? So let me open this up. Oh, shoot. And I gotta change back my configuration to this original. Dang, all right. Because what I'm saying is I deployed this CandyMachine with my previous key pair that was previously within the. So no, I deployed it with the cm.json. Beautiful. Okay. See, this is why you should always specify. This is a good practice that I just learned just now by realizing it. Is that when you're doing this, it's always gonna use your key pair specified here. And if you change that key pair, your previous things might break. So I guess it's a good practice to create unique key pairs and use them for specific, like dedicated key pairs, dedicated wallets for dedicated purposes. So for deploying your CandyMachine, you should have a separate key pair. For deploying your Gumdrop, you should have a separate key pair. For doing all this, you should have separate key pairs. You do not want to be using one key pair for everything, for multiple reasons. If that key pair gets compromised, you are effed, right? I know I've cursed on this before, but I'm not going to say it again just because I'm not in the mood for it. But if you're using separated key pairs, your blast radius becomes so much smaller. You can handle a leak. Use separated key pairs. Don't do everything. It's the same practice as don't use the same password for your entire online presence. It's bad practice, right? Always use dedicated key pairs, because this just saved my ass from at least 5 minutes of looking around of what key pair I was using, okay? And if something would have happened, this would have saved my ass a ton. It reduces the blast radius of if this key pair leaks out, because I just showed this to you on I showed the private key on YouTube, and you can go and replicate it and mess up my whole environment. And maybe somebody already has, because this key pair had like 4,000 views on YouTube from the previous tutorial. Actually, it might already be fucked completely. There it is. See, and see, but this they can't do anything with any other things, because I've reduced the blast radius, because this key pair was only used for this specific purpose. Always use dedicated key pairs, dedicated wallets for everything. End of the security 101 for key pairs, right? Let me see if somebody emptied this account first and foremost. Solana balance key cm.json. Okay, nobody emptied this account, so that's good. That's already a good sign that nobody messed with this. Nobody messed with this CandyMachine that I had before. Nodes done empty. So how did I create this? Update CandyMachine. Okay, so this is how you update it. And now I have here my JS config.json TSL packages. Here's my config.json. Okay, and that's git ignore. Okay. There it is. So this was the whitelist settings for the previous setup, right? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna change this to the. What am I gonna change this to? I'm gonna have to change this to maybe this distributor or the master mint. Let's look at the documentation before I go ahead and deploy stuff. Creating the CandyMachine. Okay. Where is your configuration? There it is. So whitelist mint settings. Mint address of the whitelist token. Okay. Mint address of the whitelist token. Let's look at the mint address of my whitelist token. Mint authority. HDB. Okay. Let me close up a couple things. Wait, this is the way that I created it, right? So where does that HDB come from? Shit, no. Yeah, see, this is why it shows up in Phantom as the same, because the creator was the same, and it thinks that it's the exact same collection, when it's not. It's not, but the creators were the same, so I guess in Phantom, once you yeah, in Phantom, if you're doing through Holoplex, yeah, this is a just expected behavior. Right. So how do I find the mint address of this whitelist token? What is the mint address of this whitelist token? That is my question. Let me make this. This is disturbing me. That's better. What is the mint address of this whitelist token? This is my question. Okay, I gotta close a bunch of things because I'm getting lost. Okay, we're not gonna close that. We're gonna close this. We're gonna close this. We are not gonna close that. We're gonna close MetaBoss. We're gonna close this. And we're gonna close this as well. We're gonna close this as well. Okay, much cleaner. Master mint. Mint address. See, this is our distributor, right? This is the account that holds this NFT. How can I get that back? How can I find it? Temporal signer, wallet, public key. Okay. Just like I'm thinking of how do I get back to seeing the Gumdrop program on chain? How can I get its details? Is there something here in the documentation of how do I get the information after? Base key pair that was created on Gumdrop create. Key pair, your initial key pair. Was there a key pair that got created? Metadata.json, yd.json, js, log.devnet, id.json. Oh, see, this is it. This is it. This is the key pair. Oh, so it creates a completely new. It creates a completely new wallet. It creates a completely new. It creates everything completely new. So if I do Solana balance, okay, 0 sol. Okay. And if I do the same thing with Solana address, then this should be our Gumdrop account. Because it seems that it creates transaction history, no history. Tokens, no tokens. Okay. Nope. Wrong direction. That is not what? That is not it. How do I get the mint address? What is the mint address? You know what? I am just gonna fucking wing it, and I'm gonna try this mint master mint because it's easy to experiment here. So this was the current one, 7CZM, and I'm gonna put that in there. We'll see if that works, right? Nope. All right, so we're gonna do yarn start. We're gonna run the actual mint front end so that we can test if this. Oh yeah, I haven't deployed the CandyMachine yet. Very important detail. If you change configuration things in your CandyMachine, you gotta redeploy it. If you don't redeploy it, the configuration is not gonna change, not gonna take place because of the fact that you change your local configuration in your JSON file is not reflected on chain whatsoever until you actually update it. But we luckily have the update command here because what? Right. In this folder. Bamboozle myself. Right. So yeah, because I wrote this down the last time, and so I have the command. Repeatable commands. Code. Repeatable. Takes about 20 seconds, as you see here. This public key is, by the way, this key pair. Okay, looks good to me. So we have an updated CandyMachine now. Now we can do a yarn start. And with that, we're gonna start up the browser window for the CandyMachine. Nope, this is not what I wanted. I'm gonna do it localhost 3000. Come on. It's just taking a second to build. So what we're trying now is that using the initial mint address, the actual NF, this is the master edition right here. This is the public key of the master edition, and we're gonna see if that works as a mint address for the whitelist, right? So let's go to a wallet that does not have the NFT whitelist token, because again, we're testing for not functionality, for it doesn't work. We gotta make sure that it doesn't work first to be able to, like, because if we would test, if I would test with my wallet that I believe would be working, and it works, I don't for sure know that, like, okay, this is the totally correct behavior, because I don't know if it should work in the first place. So I got to test with something that I know for sure that I'm expecting that it does not work, right? And so once I see that, okay, it does not work like this, then I go, okay, this should be working. I test it. It works like this. Then I can say, okay, this is the right configuration. You know what I mean? So what we're going to do is I change this to this. I do not have a whitelist token here at all. And what I'm going to do is refresh this page just so I can connect my wallet. Wallet is connected here because I already connected it once. I'm going to do pre-sale mint and approve, and it should not work. Good. Let me check if everything is right for the not working. I am on DevNet. This wallet is not in the whitelist and it does not work. Let me check the error message just to make sure. Approve. Okay, so I'm not sure how much you can see this, but we're getting a 0. We're getting this error code. If it starts, your error code starts with a 1, that means there is not enough balance of anything. It doesn't specify what. It just, if it's a 1, it means not enough balance. So in this case, I've been figuring it out, that if you get this similar error code, it starts with a 1, it usually means that your whitelist, you don't have the whitelist token or something similar. It's something with the whitelist. You don't have the token, or you don't have actual balance, small balance to be able to mint this. Like you don't have enough coins to mint to pay the price, or you don't have the whitelist token. In our case, I am very much suspecting that this is the whitelist token, of course. Like I have balance, so I don't have the whitelist token. This is the correct behavior that we're experiencing here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to dev2. This is the wallet that has been whitelisted, that has the NFT here, has the whitelist NFT right here, right? Let me just look at this one more time, because this is what's troubling me here. The mint authority. This is what's troubling me. This might actually be the thing that we need to push out, but I don't remember where. I don't remember seeing this nowhere. So let's try. Here, okay, so we're switch to that wallet. We're gonna refresh the page so that we can connect. We can have a fresh connection. And here it is. It gives us back the actual configuration of the CandyMachine. Let's just make sure that mint BN. Okay, so it's not going to give us the actual. Okay, oh, that's pretty good. It doesn't actually give you that, hey, this is the. It doesn't give you back the info of what is the whitelist token, which is good, because then you can just come here and see, oh, this is the whitelist token, and you can just like find that token somewhere and get it from somebody. It doesn't actually give you that. It gives you a hash of it, so that's good. All right, so I'm going to click pre-sale mint. Let me just make sure that. Oh, dang. Let me just make sure that I have enough SOL in my account. I do have enough SOL in my account. We're going to come over. That is not what I wanted to do. We're going to come over here. Let me just move this over here. Still fail to confirm. Approve. Failed. 17. All right. So I'm suspecting that that was not the right public key of the mint here that we specified. So I'm guessing that this was not the right one. The next one that I'm gonna try is this here. Because I know of this, I know what this is. I'm gonna try. I could try. The next one is that I'm gonna try this, but I don't know what this is. I can't remember seeing this nowhere. And it's not good because you can't, like it's not good practice. Like you should know beforehand what you're gonna be using. Like I don't wanna put up the Gumdrop, claim a token for myself, and then I just see like, okay, this is the mint authority, and then I'm gonna use that for CandyMachine. No, I want to know when I'm deploying the Gumdrop. I don't want to have to interact with the Gumdrop to be able to know what the mint authority is going to be and what the public key is going to be that I will need to use for a CandyMachine. This is it's not good practice that you have to interact with it just to get the info out that you're going to be needing later. You want to have a clean state. Like you want to strive for having a clean slate every time. So like when you're deploying to production, like you have your CandyMachine, you tried it out on DevNet, and you deploy to production, you do not want to be testing on production. You know that once you deploy there, it works. And out of all those 1,000 NFTs, people are going to be able to mint 1,000, not 999, because you wanted to test if it all works and you just minted one for yourself. No, that's not good practice. You should know that when you deploy something, you know beforehand why you're deploying all the details, and you have all the details beforehand you're deploying something. This is how you should be doing it. And exactly because I can't remember exactly what this came from, where this came from. I'm gonna be trying with this one just to test. I'm just telling you all this to like let you know how I'm thinking about this whole programming model of like figuring out how to figure out things. Because like that's a skill in itself, figuring out how to figure out things. I guess I don't know. I feel like I'm just blabbering right now, but let me go back to Visual Studio Code. Okay. Let me update the CandyMachine again with the updated configuration. So what we did is we changed to the distributor ID for the whitelist. I don't actually think that this is going to work, but I'm going to try anyways. Also, another point while this is deploying, treasury account, always use a different treasury account for your CandyMachine. Don't use the same account that you deployed the CandyMachine with. This is coming back to the same principle of blast radius. If that gets compromised, everybody has access to your CandyMachine, and they have access to the funds that the CandyMachine so far has accumulated. You want to reduce your blast radius. You want to separate responsibility to components. One key for treasury, one key for deploying the CandyMachine, one key for deploying the Gumdrop, so on and so forth. Blast radius. You want to limit your blast radius if something goes wrong. Okay. So now we come back here to this CandyMachine ID, and I'm gonna just restart the front end because I don't know if it updates in the background. I guess it does. Yeah, it does. Like this is completely separate from the whole thing, so I did not need to restart the web server for this because this check is on the back end. Like the front end doesn't care about the whitelist of what the whitelist token is. The front end doesn't know what the whitelist token is, so that now that I updated the CandyMachine, I don't actually need to restart the front end server because it doesn't even know about the whitelist token, whatever. It's all the CandyMachine program on chain. So all right, but we see that it changed. We see that the actual mint address changed. We were successful in updating the CandyMachine because this was BN something something before, and now we get E14E, right? Yeah, I don't want a line break, so I'm just gonna make it bigger. All right, so let's try this one more time. I'm on this account that has the whitelist token. I'm gonna click pre-sale mint, and I'm gonna click approve. It's not gonna work because it already says transaction may fail to confirm. So this was not the right mint address, mint whitelist address either. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna dive into this. Is what is this? What is this mint address here? Metaplex token metadata. Okay, so it seems like this was the one that minted our. This is the address. This is the program that minted our whitelist token, right? So this is very highly likely that this is going to be the public key that we're going to need, because we see that I minted one whitelist token with this account, and that's the that's the thing. You know the thing. Damn, bro. One ticket to hell, please. All right, let's update the CandyMachine again. This time, not restarting the web server. This time, I'm just gonna go here, CandyMachine UI. Let's wait until this finishes updating. Come on. Is it up yet? Is it up yet? Is it up yet? It's up yet. It's up now. Refresh. So we had 14E something something. And now we have a different hash. So we have successfully updated our CandyMachine. So let's try it one more time, shall we? Now we have a pre-sale mint. Okay, it's still saying the transaction may fail to confirm, which is not a good sign. But let's try. Nope. What is not working here? What is not working here? Retrieve Gumdrop mint address for whitelist. Let's see if this guy.
Hey guys, and what?
Yes. Yeah, but okay, this is old. I want to figure out what's the address? What's the address that I need here? What is the address that I need to put into my CandyMachine that was minted through Gumdrop? Read the fucking manual. Does it say? So the question, the knowledge we're looking for is, what do we put in here so that the whitelist tokens minted through Gumdrop will work as whitelist, will be allowed to mint? Right? Right. This is what we're looking for at 2 hours and 7 minutes. Drop types. Okay. That doesn't work. That doesn't do anything. Okay. Close a DevNet base key pair that was created in Gumdrop create. Key pair your initial key pair. I really wish I would not have closed that Explorer when I had the whole Gumdrop transaction up here. That was very valuable of seeing all the accounts that were involved, because I could have just see like, okay, this is the account, then this is the address of whatever. that would have been very useful. No more, unfortunately. What's interesting though is when you mint the limited edition, you have update authority over that. So the wallet that mints the edition from the master has update authority on the edition itself. That's good to know, I guess. So mint authority, this HD, this is not. The owner is the Metaplex token metadata. Oh, hey. Look at that. What is this transaction here? And why did it fail? What was it trying to do? So it was minting. What failed? Okay. So it went through. The whitelist went through. This is the address that we need, right? This is the address because it started but it failed. Why did it fail, I wonder? I do have Sol in this account, right? Yes, I have 6 point something something Sol. And I have this whitelist token as well. Then why did this fail? I'm kind of lost on why this is getting insufficient funds. Why do I see getting insufficient funds when I see that it was interacting with this NFT, but then I get insufficient funds for something? When the mint price is 0.2, I have enough balance to do it. I have the whitelisted NFT. Try this one more time. No, it's not going to confirm. Transaction may fail to confirm. Let's try this one more time. Let's look at the advanced transaction data. So it wants to create this new account within my account. This is going to be the token, the associated token account, and I'm going to store the minted NFT in, right? A token, yeah. Create a token account. Initialize mint and mint to whatever. And then interacting with the CandyMachine. Mint to initialize mint. This is not looking all right to me. But what is that? What is that? I am kind of in the dark here, but I'm not gonna give up. Okay. I'm not sure where the issue is right now. Is the issue in this here? Is this the issue? Let's see. If this would be the issue, we would get the same error as if I were to not have a whitelist token at all. So we're getting a 177B error message, right? This is the error message that we're getting. So what I'm going to do is I am going to switch to a wallet that I know for sure is not whitelisted for this drop. Right? I have nothing in there. I'm going to refresh this page. And I'm going to try to mint and see if we get back the exact same error message. 177B. It seems like that's the same error message. Right? 177B, yeah. Okay, it seems then it's a problem with the whitelist. Because if this is the exact same problem on a non-whitelisted account as in the whitelisted account that I know has a whitelist token, then it's very likely an error with the actual whitelist procedure itself, the whitelist checking procedure itself, right? So I'm gonna do one more time and look at the advanced transaction data. Let me move myself down here. Okay, so the same. There's no initialized mint and there's no mint 2. Okay. Okay. So now the question is still, what do we put in here? We gotta find what to put in there. And the way we're gonna find that is create associated account. Mint 2. What is this? Not sure what this account is. I'm guessing this is a failed transaction, so. Okay, so here are all the accounts that are passed in to the mint instruction, right? Let's see. So we know that this is our wallet. That makes sense. Coke, trees and Coke. Okay, I like that. Another time, and another. Okay. This is also passed in. Did I paste it in right? I pasted it in right. Okay, so if you look at the signers, what is this account? Because we can rule out the signers. Like, does it? Yeah, that if my NFT will be transferred out of my wallet, the whitelist NFT, because it will be transferred out of my wallet because it says here burn every time, right? So it will be transferred out of my wallet. So that means that we're not looking for an address that is a signer because my wallet already signs that. Like it's my account is not going to be a signer. The mint. The mint authority is not going to be a signer on this either. Like what you put in here, it's not going to be a signer account. It doesn't need to sign anything. It's only a read-only account. So we can rule out that GR whatever is not going to be the one that needs to sign. And 4OG is not going to be the one, or it's not going to be the one that is the mint authority, the mint address. So we can rule out GR and 4OG. Right? Man, I'm getting very, 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 very confused. Investigation, I realized that I found the actual mint address here, but I have no clue where this came from. This is the mint address. So this is when I go into, let me close this up. So I go into the claimed token, which I don't have anymore because I used it. I had to try. Where was it? So yeah. So I opened, so this is the whitelist token that I had in my wallet, right? I don't have it anymore because I used it up, but it was in my wallet. Let me actually just run this one more time. Just do it just to make sure. I created a third wallet in the meantime. This here, I added it to the Gumdrop list. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create the Gumdrop again. Let me see if that is the way to update it. Addition prints, create, claim integration. I don't think that's gonna work anymore. You can only create it one time. Like I can't update it. Let me do, this is the other one. No, this is the right one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna figure out what that command is. Create, close, create contact list, get contact, help. All right, well, I guess I'm just gonna run the create script again. Let's see if we can even update this whole thing. Claimant 1 has amount 5. Expected 1 for addition Gumdrop. Okay. Amount 1. Let's try this addition 2. So I can only give one whitelist token to a... Okay, so I can only do one whitelist. But then what is the addition? Creator token account does not have enough tokens. Okay, so let's try that. Creator token account does not have enough tokens. Okay, so it seems that updating a Gumdrop does not work. I cannot update it. So at least for now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you where it came from. So when I was looking at here, this was the account that that I had it here, and then this is the transaction that I had to... Where is the transaction where I actually minted using the whitelist token? Here, this is the one. Very complex transaction. Yeah, exactly. And so I had this token here. Man. This is the one. 6RR. Signature. I keep getting lost. Fuck, man. I keep getting lost. Solana Explorer. So now I'm just trying to retrieve the actual token that I had in my wallet, the whitelist token. What do you mean no token holdings found? Oh, because that's my third, yeah. Dev2, so this is the account here. And I had tokens. And I have 0 of the whitelist token. And there it is, okay. And so this here was the mint address. This here is what worked. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why this worked. Let me put it in here. Yeah, see? And this was the one here. So if I look at transactions, if I look at here in the metadata, I opened up from Phantom. I clicked on the here this, and then I clicked on here and then view and soul scan, and I went to the metadata, and this is what was in there, and this worked. I'm not sure where this came from. I'm not fully understanding it. I asked on Twitter, but no answer yet. Not sure what this was, but this was the one for the CandyMachine mint, and it did work through that. So when I updated it here, it worked flawlessly. I'm kind of flabbergasted on why, but this has been a long video, and I'm just gonna close this here because I'm kind of, confused with this. Might try using the CandyMachine next time. And the important thing is that this is good to know that I cannot update a Gumdrop once it's deployed. There's no way to update a Gumdrop once it's deployed. So that is good to remember. All right, I guess with that, I'm gonna be signing out. If you made it through this video, probably nobody did, but I will talk to you later.